Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Here is a Halloween inspired acrylic nail design. If you want to see how I achieved this fill, go ahead and continue watching. I'm going to start off by removing her design, but I'm going to use these drill bits. That one was like a cone shaped ceramic bit. This one is a safety bit, and then I'm using the regular carbide bits. These bits will be put on the link below. These are by gearbest.com, and also this dust collector. I loved it. It was like amazing. I'm removing the crystals and pushing back your cuticles before I remove the design. So first I'm going to be using the safety bit, which is the one that has a rounded top, and I'm using that to remove the design. It removes the design super fast because it is a coarser bit, and it's just amazing. It doesn't cut you and stuff like that, even if you're around or near the cuticle area. I'll put the link where you can purchase these on the description. And you'll be able to get the dust collector from there as well. What I like about it is that you don't have to, it's not bulky, it's very comfy if you position it correctly. There was the removal. There's hardly any lifting, which I'm surprised. You know, she's the one that messes up her nails in an instant. But I'm going to go ahead and use my regular carbide bit and just kind of carve out the lifted areas, which was very minimal. And then I'm used to doing this, so I do it with the cuticle nippers very carefully, just because you can also lift the nail as well, but I'm already kind of used to it and I try not to do it that harsh. So just be careful if you do try that. Then with my cone bit, since it's like also the bit like carbide and the tip of it, I'm kind of just like reducing the acrylic thickness and also kind of almost blending it, because I don't know if you noticed that when when you take off a lifted area, it's kind of like bumpy. So instead of me having to file it with my hand file, I'm prepping it for that as well. And this doesn't hurt. I made sure I asked and I told her, you know, let me know if it burns or anything, and she was fine. Then I'm gonna go ahead and reshape the nail. We're keeping the length because since it's a almond shape, very comfy, and the length doesn't really matter to her. And I'm also just blending out the growth and the acrylic, so you won't see a fill line. And that's that. I love seeing this. Now I'm preparing myself for the fill, preparing her for the fill with Band-Aid, and then I'm using this cute little container holder. You know, when your container's about to be gone, you know, you kind of always shake it, so this actually really helps. I'll go ahead and put the link for that as well. I loved it, especially because it's pink. And that was Protein Bond twice. Then I'm applying Crystal Clear only on the growth area right now, and I'm also going to balance the nail from the stress area. It's very important to do this because when your nail grows, it's losing its strength. So there's no point if you just filling the bottom portion by the cuticle area if you're not going to refill the whole thing. I learned my lesson the other day. I didn't do a fill. I just put gel, and I didn't, obviously there's no strength, so I'm just basically filing it even more thinner, and I cracked the nail, so now I am one nail less. That's actually my index finger, that's why it's missing. So just make sure it's all well balanced and, you know, add more strength to it. And also there's a tip and trick here. So you can have a little bit more control over your acrylic. Try and tip the finger over. Don't have it flat straight to where the acrylic can go towards the cuticle area. Kind of have it like, I don't know if you can tell, but I always have them like leaning forward, I guess you can say, or kind of bent, so where the acrylic can self-level itself, because that's what it normally does, and it won't run or go to the sides and stuff like that. It's a lot easier to control that way. After I let that dry, I do kind of let it sit for a little bit, because since it's fill is a lot quicker, so I tend to finish pretty fast on that. So the acrylic's still not completely dry, so I try to probably let it sit for 2 to 3 minutes, and then I go into filing with my regular file, which is 180 and 100 grit. I'm shaping it, and then I go in with my fine carbide bit and just shape the nail. After I filed with my electric file, I go ahead and do it again with my hand file, and just kind of like roughing up the surface, because sometimes the file does tend to leave it so smooth, and I need kind of a surface so the gel can adhere to. And I'm just cleaning everything dust free, so I can go ahead and continue with my polish. That is the fill. I'm using this beautiful Color by Perfect match. It's called Felicity. It is just a perfect orange. It is gorgeous. And with one coat, it's just very, very well pigmented. But of course, it's always better to add 2 if necessary. Now I'm using Pure White by Kierra Sky on the ring finger, and on the other ones, I will be using the same Felicity color. And like always, just go ahead and keep a acetone little dapping dish with your brush and clean the sidewalls. This is the second coat. Just try not to make the coats super thick, because then it doesn't cure fully. Then I'm using this beautiful fairy dust. It's more like a finer fairy dust. It's such a beautiful color. Well, actually gives a beautiful tone and like a look on this color. And I'm just applying it like this. This is also from gearbest.com, I believe. And I will put everything in the description below, so don't worry. It's super, super cute. And I did leave it on the tacky surface, which is coming right out of the LED lamp. Then I'm also using that gorgeous little artist palette, I guess you can call it, that I got from there. And these little stickers I purchased at my local nail supply store. They're just regular flower stickers, because I'm going to do a sugar skull. So you could either draw the sugar skull with like dots and a flower, or you can use this as an easier way, or just different, you know. I liked it because it was different. Then I'm just doing a little cross with my little daughter, and then a little nose heart. This is so convenient. It's so cute. And then with my little brush, very fine bristles, I'm doing the mouth. Try and keep your pinky the way I have it positioned. It gives you a lot more balance that way, or however you're used to, but I feel like that's the way it gives me balance. And then I'm just applying Mia Secret gel resin all throughout the nail, just so everything can be intact. And then I'm using these crystals. Actually, I changed them to Swarovskis. I didn't really like the way it looked like this, so I just changed them. As you can see, that is so pretty. Then I'm taking off the tacky layer for that index finger, and I'm going to be drawing a spider web with a Sharpie. I could have done it with, you know, the brush or anything else, but I'm not that good of an artist, so I felt like this was an easier way, for me at least. And just do what works for you guys. Try it. If it doesn't work, then try it again. And then I just went ahead and added another one. That's that. And as well, I'm adding glue so everything will be sealed. And I'm going to be adding black crystals. They're not Swarovski crystals. I don't think they are. I hope they're not. But I did them so they can look like spiders. Now I'm applying the now foil glue on the pinky and letting that dry while I draw some spider legs. Before I do draw the legs, I did kind of like cleaned out any excess glue because there sometimes tends to stay there. And like I said, I'm not a good of an artist, so I'm trying, guys. And then I'm using this beautiful holographic orange, almost red orange foil, splattered like that. On this one I was going to leave it alone, but it felt too empty and lonely, so I just added some gold glitter, which is the Queen of Drums by Perfect Match, and just kind of like a fade. And that's the design. Then for a little surprise, I went ahead and added glow in the dark on the pinky. It looks pretty cool. I just didn't have any pictures because there was no way I was able to take it. I was trying and it just didn't happen. Then I'm just sealing everything with Kierra Sky Gel Tack Free Top Coat and curing it in the LED lamp for 60 seconds. I did go over the crystals on this one only because I just didn't really care about it. I liked the way it looked when it was discovered. It looked more of a spider that way, so I went ahead and did it, and just make sure everything is sealed as well as the pinky. So this is the final result, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this Halloween tutorial. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more videos, and just go ahead and let me know what you guys would like to see next. Thank you all so much for watching. Bye.